Good evening, good evening. A girl is tired, boys and girls. I'm about to get in my bed. I'm so tired. Tired. Anyway, I have to say, please watch my video. This one, I'm asking. You don't have to watch the greeting cards if you don't want to. If you want to watch the food, just watch the food. But please watch this video. Please. Okay. My godson was here today with me all day. He just left a little while ago. It's 10:55. I am exhausted. I wanted to be in my bed knocked out at 6 like I was last night. Boys, I'd be going to bed early. But anyway, he wanted to craft. What? And then on top of that, he jumped up and he was like, I want a job. I'm like, you're 9, right? No, 10. I'm like, oh boy, you're going to be like grandpa. So it's all right. Anyway, I asked him, I said, do you know how to use Canva? And he said, no, not really. I said, you ever use Canva? He said, yes. I said, okay, well, he's very, very intelligent. And Judy, you know that because you watched him grow up. Anyway, I put him in front of Canva, and I'm going to show you what he made. But anyway, the only thing he knows is he wants $5. So I said, okay, we'll work on $5. So I told him we were going to list it tonight. But it was so much because he wanted to make his mommy a book. So he made her a book. This is my book, of course. I made this book, but he made a book, and this is the book he made for his mother. So I said, oh no, we can't do that. Oh no. So I layered the front with white and the back with white, and I told him, so he made another one. Her birthday is December, I think, 12th. So we put a card together and everything. Anyway, I am watching my stats. I'm doing everything I possibly can to finally get where I need to go with my channel. But basically, my analytics basically show that my hustle and grind on this channel is my food. But there's a strong issue that I have with that, and I just need to be whatever, and then whatever I have to do from there, I will work it out. This channel began with my greeting cards. My greeting cards is my everlasting life. Also, my frugal cooking. So, what I did today was I worked out my tags, my about me, my everything to include everything, which means my crafting and my cooking. I am working very hard to put my crafting inside of those little sections where you put and then you put your food. So I'm working on that. The only thing I ask is that if it is only the food, let me know. If it's enough, I will branch off and make another channel for just my cards. But the reason why it's hard for me to do that is because first, I suffer with arthritis. Sometimes I can't be clicking a lot, so that's why I'm not on social media like I was. That's why I'm not working my website like I was. And it's also hard for me to stand at the stove because I have a fainting condition. And the heat at the stove causes me to faint. Now, if you were watching my last channel, you have already seen me faint on more than one occasion. I don't really want someone to call me and, be all upset and say, "Are you okay?" I don't really want that. So for that reason and a few other reasons, I completely just got rid of my other channel when I was over 500 subscribers and I had already had my watch hours. Oh, boys and girls, do you really want this girl to be living like this whole life? No, you don't. Anyway, if I have to, I will branch and make another channel, but it's going to be extremely hard. So what I said I was going to do is ease off of crafting for right now online. So I have been crafting offline, and I can rock with that. Whatever I have on there, I can leave and I can continue to do the food and everything. But to have my website, CondisCreations.com, to be in here grinding in here and not be able to do, it's going to be kind of hard. I'm not saying that I don't want to do it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm really and truly having a good time with my frugal meals, and I am planning to make some more meals. But I really want to lean into some beans because I have gout, so I have to be easy with beef. So I don't know if I could make a beef meal and take it to someone or whatever, but I'm gonna have to cut down on cooking beef before that pain comes back. Now today I had pain all in my wrists and everything, and that has nothing to do with my crafting, because I craft by I'm addicted to crafting, so it is the food. Then on top of that, my ankles are swollen. I don't use a lot of salt anymore. I have come down to like basically herbs, so I know it's not the salt, but it is the food. So it has to be the beef. It has to be the beef. And then I did a lot of searching on my medication, and I realized that I have to come off of the ashwagandha. I can stay on the black seed oil, I can stay on the turmeric, and I can stay on the sea moss, but I have to get off the ashwagandha, which means all of the ashwagandha that I have is mixed with the sea moss, the turmeric, and everything. I cannot use those anymore. I have to turn around and buy, and I don't have the funds right now to buy. So that's an issue. And I'm not asking you to send me any money. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not even going to go on that train right now. Anyway, I have to say thank you so much. I have 63 subscribers now, and I am beyond blessed because I have already maxed out my watched hours. So I know what you want, and I'm going to give it to you. But this video is going to tell you one thing and one thing only. I just subscribed to damn near all of y'all. Only way I didn't is if I didn't see you on the list tonight. I am having issues. I got a little headache up here. I got hand issues. Anyway, I'm going to do something tonight, and I'm going to see what you say tomorrow. It is 11:01 p.m. This TV is on. I'm going to put it on to my subscriptions, which means the people who are subscribed to me. That's what I'm going to do. You want to know why? Because I believe in kindness. I believe in kindness. I don't believe in tit for tat. So I don't believe that I'm supposed to give you $1 because you gave me $1. Kindness doesn't work that way. It works where I do what I choose to do out of the kindness of my heart, because it was put on my spirit to do. And if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do as well. But I'm going to tell you the goodness truth. I am beyond grateful for all I have seen in my channel, on my channel, with my channel, whatever you want to say, in November, baby. I know I did gravy in October, but I'm talking about November. So what I'm going to do right now, and y'all better see, I want to see somebody let me know that you noticed something, because if you don't, then I'm going to feel like my efforts were, and you know you don't want to make the girl feel like that now, do you? Okay, give me a minute. I got to turn my volume down because we don't want to hear nobody give us a little strike on our thing. Now let's go to subscribers, subscriptions. Now I don't know who's watching this channel from who's not watching this channel. I don't know how to pronounce half of y'all usernames. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna tell you whose video this is, who's going to start this okay. I'm having an issue, by the way. It's so freaking hot in here that my lips keep getting chapped, but I'm tired. Someone named Jabulile, Bridget JB. That's whose videos are on now. It says 1 view 2 days ago, 2 views 3 days ago, and it's a woman with a ponytail, and she's older. Oh, guess what, boys and girls? Guess what? When I was looking into my analytics today, which I'm not familiar with all of them, I don't know what's going on in there, but I looked at the majority of my views are coming from 65 and up. And then I got about 3 views yesterday from India. Mexico, I think 2 views, different. So I am so thankful. I am so blessed to know I'm even reaching that far. And then it shows me the return people that's watching, but there's a lot of returns that are not subscribed. I'm not gonna go there. Y'all do whatever's best for y'all, because I gotta do what's best for me. But I'm gonna run the video now. It's 1 minute and 87 cents. So it's 1 minute and 87 seconds, which means Now I'm gonna let you know if there's any nasty or any women's body parts, and I'm not watching it. I don't have any interest in seeing a woman naked. I'm gonna give it to you just plain and simple. So if there's a woman with some body parts that's showing too much of this, and I am not watching it. I am not watching it. Now I'm not saying I'm not gonna run it on my TV, and I'm not saying I'm running it so you can run mine. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not trying to lose my channel. But anybody got all the cookies and things out, I am not watching it. I'm not even gonna lie, I may not even run it because I don't put that on my channel. I'm not doing it. So, not doing it. Anyway, yesterday someone mentioned, I got a reach out from someone in the Buy Nothing group, and she wanted me to come to her house and pick up all of these things, and I didn't get to notice for a while because for some reason I'm not getting my messages on Facebook. I'm not even seeing some people. I can't even find my daughter. But anyway, so then yesterday I saw a post and I contacted whatever, and it was a few things they wanted someone to pick up, but they wanted everything picked up. So because I know someone who lives in the shelter, two different shelters, I was gonna take item over to that location. So anyway, I went to pick it up. Now this right here, this shelf is what I went to pick up from the thing. So you might have noticed that my coffee maker was on this, but I moved this and I put that shelf there, moved one of those, whatever. I'm not finished anyway. Anyway, I took my time and I had to paint that. Then I had to take some wood glue and wood glue the shelves. I had to do a whole lot, but I damn near passed out one of the times. And the little boy that was here, my godson, I saw that I had made him a little uncomfortable, a little nervous, because he had seen me really bad off at one time, and he hasn't seen me like that in a long time. But I'm saying what I'm gonna say, not because of this per se. I'm saying it because right is right and wrong is wrong. Now, when I went to pull it out the car, first thing I noticed was my hands were just about to get a whole bunch of splinters. So I was putting it back in. We even got in the car. I was going to drop it off at one of the garbage locations. And I said, no. And I stopped and thought for a minute. I said, no. If I had given something to someone, I would want to know that they at least kept it, even 10 days, I would want to know somebody kept it rather than just took it from me and just dropped it into the rubbish hole. But I also know what I would give someone. So there's a major difference in there, especially for someone who knows me. You know what I wouldn't give you from what I wouldn't give anybody. So there's a dynamic there, but I'm not saying anything about this per se. Please understand me. Now, what I am going to say is I did read a few comments in the Buy Nothing group, and basically it said the easiest way to get rid of stuff that you don't want is just to put it on your porch and do a porch pickup. But I'm going to tell you that is disgusting behavior. That is disgusting behavior. Now, if you're going to let someone pick up something because they're looking to get something, and then a statement was stated, they want anything they can get for free anyway. That is absolutely not true about everybody, because you wouldn't believe the amount of times that I offered in kindness someone gas money or whatever, and believe it or not, someone has come in here and I handed her some shoes. Are you good? You? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not. And she said, oh, and I didn't even see what it was. A little square was folded up and put in my hand, but I didn't even know that it was going to go in my hand. And as soon as they put it in my hand, they walked away. It was like, no, because I was going to go, and I saved so much, so it is what it is. People are people, and they're going to do what they want to do. There are some roguish people out there. They're looking just to grab up your things and sell them and all kind of. I don't care what you come from me for and sell. If you can sell mine and make you some money and put some food on your table, I have no issues with that. I would rather you take something from me and sell it than go out there and bust somebody upside their head for it. So you're not going to find me getting upset that someone took my. I will list it and say it's in good enough condition to you could sell it. I'm not going to do that, because what you do with your stuff is your business. That has nothing to do with me. But to hand somebody trash, no, absolutely not. We have to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we do. And when we lay in our bed at night and go to sleep, we have to know that we have some goodness in here. I'm not saying we have to be perfect. I'm saying we need to know we have some damn goodness within us. Don't take something out of your home that you know belongs in the trash and let somebody come to your house where they're using their gas. You don't know if they have money, you don't know what their lifestyle is like, and to hand them something that you know belong in the rubbish. Please don't do that. That is disrespectful for someone's time. And to sit on social media and say, just leave it there, let them come and get it. That is disrespectful. That's disrespectful. And I am going to give it to you plain and simple, because I love myself. I love myself. And I do have a child in this world. I love my child too. But anytime I find people do slackness like that, the only thing I say to them, and I say to myself, even if I never say it to them, the same way they think about somebody else's picnic, I hope the same way they think about someone else's child becomes their child. You know why? Because my child is mine, but yours is yours. So why would you wish something like that on mine, but you wouldn't wish it on yours? And I kid you not, it makes me so angry to even say something like that. But the truth is the truth, and the truth will set you free before a judge who's going home laying in their bed, boys and girls. But I kid you not, just in 2024, there was a person that did so much bad, and turn around, guess what? So much bad happened to their child. But you know what and I'm talking 2024, you hear me? And I sat down and all I could hear about was, Now we all had to, over our kids. But come on, this was a person that had already been known for the untidy behavior and the things they did to people in the state of unkindness. And then to see this person ball out like that, I mean, you could see. And I'm not saying it was funny. It's not funny. But you best believe I slept good that night. I didn't shed a tear. You want to know why? Because all I could think of was the person that this had happened to. And I'm not saying that anybody deserves stuff like that. I am not that person. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm just saying this karma is real, boys and girls. And if you don't get paid back by the person you did it to, karma is going to get you. And if it don't get you, it's going to get someone you love. And I know it for a fact. You understand me? I know it. I've seen it with my eyes. I know it's true. That's why I do the best I can not to come for people when they do me wrong. I tell you no lie. I recently did something, said some real badness out of my mouth, and guess what? Karma hit me right where it deserved to hit me, and I take full responsibility for what I said out of my mouth because I was wrong. But I did get a phone call, so and got a text message too. So you know what that means. People had some time to think that I didn't do it all on my own. So I don't know, but whatever happens. I'm just asking you, please understand. This channel may have crafting because that is where the channel began. And please, in kindness, if you put anything on, buy nothing. Please, if it's trash, just throw it in the trash. If you need somebody to pick it up, say this. If you can pick this up and just put it somewhere, I'll give you $10 or $20. Do that. There's a lot of people who need. Come on now, I need gas from time to time. I surely need a pack of paper from time to time. But I'm not saying anything per se about anything that's in here. Please don't think I'm doing that. But when the little boy that was here, he looked at the shelf and he said, "Wyatt," and I'm like, and I looked at him and I'm like, this boy is so freaking intelligent. That's why I can't believe I was around. From day one, the boy came out of his mother. I've been around him. He's 10 years old now, but he is so intelligent because he sat right in his chair when I was painting his shelf and was like, why would somebody? And I'm like, ugh. And sometimes I get to the point where I say to myself, sometimes people don't think of what should be right here. Now I know goodness well there's a lot that I missed, but for him to say that, and then on top of that, when we were getting out the car, the look on his face, I'm like, so, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful. You want to know why? Boys and girls, I'm gonna tell you why I'm grateful. Because for one, I layered that bad boy up with some wood glue, and before I could even put the stuff on the shelf, when I went to That sucker was on there real good. Not only that, the top, underneath the top, got two metal brackets to keep it intact. So I was able to put my coffee thing up there in my thing. Plus, I have been trying to get my paper off of the window over there because when it rains, paper get wet and I can't use it anymore. So I was able to get two of them on each shelf over there. I'm actually thinking of taking some of the bottom to put the rest under there. But even if I was only able to put those paper things there, that's a blessing in itself. But not only that, even though it's missing maybe like 2 or 3 shelves, you still really can't tell because of the way I was able to, to do it. But if you were to see the top and the edges and all the other stuff, I am so thankful that I had 2 bottles of white paint here. But if I show you the little bit of if I show you the little sponge, I wonder if it's in this garbage can. I mean, I tell you, sometimes it's good to have stuff just laying around your house. Now, I use this little bucket right here to put the paint in. And this is one of the buckets of paint. And this is the glue stick I used to glue around the edges that was that needed to. But look what I painted it with. This, yeah. And you know what I did? I had no issues with it. You know why? Because I'm a crafter, and this type of stuff is up my alley. So what I did was I squeezed the paint inside of here, and then so you can see the paint in there. I squeezed it in there, and I just went it like that around the edge. But then I said, no, the top I got to do a whole lot too. So I took the other bottle, which is right there, the taller bottle, turned it upside down, and I just squeezed it all the way around. And then I started just making circles like this, just making circles to get the whole thing covered. And then on the edge over here and over here, I don't know what was all over that, but I just took that and I just started stabbing it up like that. When it started to dry, I went back over, and then I took a whole bunch, put on the edges, and I rolled it around the edges. It looks so nice. And then like whatever was on the top, like black marker or whatever, I waited to the first coat, and then I went like this. I just took this flat thing and just went like this, and I just kept making lines to go through because I needed something to go this way to get it to cover. Then I needed something to go this way to get it covered. Then when I got that, then I just went through it and went like this. So I had to do it all different ways to just make sure that the layers of different stuff, because there was like a piece of chunk missing off one side that it could have been pulled off altogether, and then it would have looked cohesive, but I took that and I had to, and then I had to make a little and stay there and make it. I'm telling you, if you look up there, Mama did good work, boys and girls. But I almost banged it twice because I'm not supposed to bend. So, bending, and I had to get up and I had to call him to help me to the chair and stuff. And I see now that he has a little bit of anxiety in him. So it's a wonder that he's able to be around me, because he's 100% comfortable around me. But when I broke down and cried, a time or two, I saw him, and then I noticed that he started laughing. But I already know that he wasn't laughing at me, because I have the same thing sometimes. Before I break down and cry, I laugh. So, my brother has it. I believe my daughter has it. So it is an anxiety issue, but it is what it is. It is 11:18, boys and girls. I'm about to get myself in some water because I want to take a shower. But before I do that, I'm doing a oh no, y'all don't want to hear nothing about this. This is my greeting card. We don't want to have nothing about this. Not on this channel. We're gonna leave this over here. I'm gonna let y'all go to bed. Oh, I'm just gonna show you one of the things the little boy made. Maybe two. He said to me he wants a job. So I said, you want a job? You can get a job here. And then he made these, and he designed them on his own. Absolutely, he did the typing and everything. I did want to change like one or two, because the font was so light and the background is so light. But when I went to change one of them that I couldn't do at all because of the colors that was on it, I saw that he got a little sad. So I believe he's watching this video, so he knows I'm saying it in kindness. But he got a little sad. So I said, you know what? I'm not changing anything else. I'm going to put it through. And when I list it, I'm going to make sure they know it was a 10-year-old who did it. So I listed it already. But he said he wants them to be $5 a pack. So I'm going to, and then when he was doing these, because he trimmed them and everything on his own and he cut a lot of them. But he said, this is a lot of work. But what I did not tell him was about the whole stack that he ruined because he chop. But the good thing was he realized he ruined it because he stopped doing them. And that's the magic. That's the magic right there. There was a person that wanted to help me one day. And I didn't really want to help, but I let it because I realized that they were just trying to have somewhere to go. And about this much paper, complete garbage, written garbage. But I didn't say anything because I knew what the situation was, but there was no way they were helping me again. No way. Anyway, thank you so much because I'm having a good old time. And I hope you watched my video this morning with the sunrise. That was amazing. You shall see it again.